much time has passed since Mayuri's death. I didn't go to the vigil or to the funeral. How could I, when I'm the one who killed her? I don't want to see anything or anyone. Even breathing is hard now. And yet I have no choice but to face this emptiness, this heart-rending guilt, and accept what I've done. That is my duty now. I have no words, adventurers, truly no words. Someone pulls the curtain open. Light shines in from the lounge, and a silhouette, of which we know all too well. A girl is standing there silhouetted against the light, an all too familiar silhouette. As soon as I realize who it is, I turn away and prepare to block out the noise.
岡部、もう3日もそうやってるけど、せめて何か食べたら?
3 whole days since Mayuri died, and Rintaro is still grieving.
あんた、知ってたんでしょ?
Kurisu is not a girl genius for nothing.
マユリがあの日死ぬこと。
Indeed we did.
どうしてタイムリープしないの? あんたならマユリを助けるためにタイムリープマシンを使うこともためらわない。私はそう予測してた。
Unfortunately, a spanner has been thrown into the works of Rintaro's heart.
ウルシバラさんの性別を男にして IBN5100 を取り戻すっていう計画はどうなったの?
Funny that you should bring that up, and not in a hilarious way.
あんたはマユリを助けるためにその計画を実行に移してた。なのになんで?
Kurisu's accusations are right on the mark.
いや、それとももしかしてあんたはすでに IBN5100 を取り戻して別の世界線へと移動した後とか?
No D-mail, no time leap. Nothing to alter the world line.
ここに残されているのは岡部倫太郎の残滓、あまり、そして世界はパラレルワールドとしてここではマユリが助からなかった未来が継続する。
Actually, Kurisu brings up a very good point. Because remember, when we cancel the D-mails, we actually end up shifting world lines. Which basically means, as paradoxical as it sounds, we're changing things, and yet we're not changing things. Even if we had left this world line behind, Ruka would still be a girl in this particular world line, and Mayuri would still be dead. To say nothing of the world lines that were that had Suzuha and Ferris. To our perspective, those world lines no longer technically exist. But what if they do? What if an Okabe-shaped hole remains to sort of fill in the void? What if the world lines simply pick up from where he left off?
IBN5100 は取り戻さなかった。
But even knowing that, Taro still informs her of the truth. My voice is hoarse, perhaps because I haven't spoken in 3 days.
どういうこと？
ルカ子を男に戻すことは俺にはできなかった。だから運命を受け入れた。
No, that makes it sound like I wasn't responsible.
マユリを見殺しにした。
The penny drops. I hear Kurisu gasp. Why did I confess? It's not something I should confess so easily. It's like admitting to murder. It should have been a secret between Rukiko and me. And yet... Do I want to be blamed? Would that make me feel better? Maybe, maybe not. But being blamed will not bring Mayuri back. It hurts to live with this bottled up guilt. At this point I'd welcome condemnation. Kurisu isn't one to mince words. I'm sure she'll tell me exactly what a worthless human being I am. However...
ご飯食べる？
Seems even after what she's just borne witness to, she's still caring of Rintaro's well-being, it seems. Kurisu betrays my expectations of all things.
カップ麺でよければ作るけど、それとも何か買ってくる？
Cup noodles? At a time like this? Why the hell not?
責めろよ。マユリを殺した俺に怒れよ。
That is a very good question.
怒りたい気持ちはあるけど、やめとく。私がとやかく言う必要はないみたいだから。
True, 3 days of guilt and self-loathing.
過去に戻って因果律をねじ曲げようとすることこそおこがましい行為なのかもしれないし。
Maybe not, and yet we have tampered with it so cavalierly before.
というより怒れるわけないよ。
The words are not exactly comforting.
あんたは因果の輪から外れて存在として孤立してまでずっと一人で頑張ってきた。だからあんたの苦しみは誰にもわからないし。
And yet she's right. Rintaro has been going through a world of causal pain and misery already.
あんたの選択の意味は誰からも理解されない。
I wonder about that.
そんなあんたを一度もタイムリープしてない私が責められるわけない。
Come to think of it, we are the only ones who have, the only person who has actually time-leapt. No one else has done so, as Kurisu has pointed out.
なんでそんなに物分かりがいいんだ。
It doesn't absolve him of the reality of letting Mayuri die, though. But Kurisu does have a minor point. I clutch my knees.
物分かりがいいわけじゃない。あんたがタイムリープでマユリを助けようと決めたその時に 誰からも分かってもらえないと覚悟したはず。
And yet, we can't even call it saving. We're only postponing the inevitable with the time leap machine. With the time leap machine alone, we're able to postpone Mayuri's death. But that's all we've been able to do with it.
だったらそれを甘んじて受けなさい。そうすればあんたは自分がしたことの意味について忘れることはないから。
Accept the weight and reality of what we've done. So in other words, she's telling me to suffer on my own. What a cruel woman.
ただ
I'm amazed you can jest in this situation, Rintaro.
あんたはあんたが取った選択によって助けたもう一人の子について責任を取るべきよ。まゆりは死んだわ。残念だけど、残念っていう言葉だけじゃ足りないぐらい悲しいけど、とにかくまゆりはもういない。世界の収束、世界の意志には逆らえなかった。
Well, we could have tried, at the very least. But we didn't.
あの子は今も生きてる。あんたのおかげで女の子として生きてる。
We know exactly who you're talking about.
そしてあんたと同じように孤立して苦しんでると思う。
Luka Urushibara, who must also be guilt-ridden over the fate of Mayuri's death.
あの子の苦しみを理解してあげられるのは共犯者である岡部だけでしょ。
I think it would be better to say that she was our accomplice in this matter.
共犯者。
I knew you would pull no punches, Kurisu Makase. Rukuko's image floats through my mind. She used to be a guy, but now she's a girl, and she'll live as a girl from now on. In other words, we will never ever see Rukuko's male counterpart ever again. I am the one who chose that future for Rukuko. When I imagine her frail smile, I feel like spring has come to thaw the frozen soil of my heart. Never pegged you much for poetry there. I can't bear to lose Rukuko too. In that case, I know what I must do.
ありがとう、クリス。お前と話せてよかった。
Small thanks indeed. As I enter the courtyard, I can almost feel the heat slowly drain away. I'm back again at Yanabayashi. Beside the main building stands a large tree. Its branches, coated with vibrant leaves, sway in the gentle breeze. The shrine is cooler than the streets of Akihabara proper. Maybe it's because Kanda River is so close. As usual, the shrine is empty. I find myself standing before the offering box, gazing into the inner sanctum. I wonder if Rukuko's home. Her family should be here too. How should I call for her? Just then, the wind suddenly lets up, and the sound of rustling trees stops for a bit. In the silence I hear someone sobbing. I think I can guess who, and why. It sounds like it's coming from behind the main building. I slowly head towards the sound. I said turn there for a second. It is as Kurisu said. Ruka is also haunted by the weight of Mayuri's death and her own role in it. Rukuko is there, sitting on the grass, hugging her knees as she cries. Samadari is in her hands.
ルカ子
Rukuko looks up at me with wet eyes, but immediately afterwards she buries her face into her knees. Then her shoulders start shaking once more.
昨日まゆりちゃんの告別式に行ってきました。
That is entirely understandable.
みんな泣いてました。まゆりちゃんって本当にたくさんの人から愛されてたんだなって。
Mayuri truly was the shining star of Akihabara. There is no mistaking that.
もちろん僕もまゆりちゃんのこと大好きでした。
Indeed, the two of you were high school friends
僕
and fellow lab
かな
members.
り人見知りする性格だけど、まゆりちゃんは変わらずに明るく接してくれて、
She was always understanding of Ruka. Except when it came to the matter of cosplay.
僕にとって一番大好きな友達だったんです。
And we were the one we stood by and let her die. I lost the words I was about to say. All I can do is sit silently next to Rukuko.
なのにねえ岡部さん、僕たちどうして生きてるんでしょう。
Of all the questions to ask.
まゆりちゃんは死んじゃったのに、僕はこうして今も女の子のまま。
And I will say it once again, even if we cancelled your D-mail and shifted to another world line, the you that is currently sitting here right now would still be a girl. Now that she remembers being a guy, Rukuko is beginning to have gender identity issues. Sadly, we can't help her with that, not entirely. I have no idea how that feels. Just as Kurisu said, Rukuko is disconnected from causality too.
僕がこうして何も変わらずここにいるのってとても。
そんなことはない。
I tried to cheer her up with those meaningless words, but Rukuko shakes her head in denial.
岡部さん、なんとかまゆりちゃんを助ける方法ありませんか？
I want to say there is.
無理だ。
But Rintaro has already made his choice.
そんな。
Still crying, Rukuko stands and pleads with me. Again, technically he's not wrong, because all we're doing is jumping to the world line in which Mayuri does not get killed, leaving behind world lines in which she is killed. There is no way to save those Mayuri Shinas. None whatsoever. Worldline convergence will always ensure Mayuri's death.
考えましょうよ。僕、まゆりちゃんが助かるためなら何だってします。まゆりちゃんから前に聞いたことがあります。岡部さんは時間を遡る装置を作ったって。
I forgot that you heard that. Is she talking about the time leap machine?
それを使えば。
無理なんだ。
時間を遡れば何か方法が。
Conventional means will not work.
方法はない。
Once again, he's not right, but he's not wrong either. I make that firm declaration with hung head and clenched fists.
残酷なことかもしれないが、俺たちはマユリの死を受け入れて、それでも生きていくしかないんだよ。
In other words, Rintaro has chosen to let this world line continue the way it is.
諦めちゃダメですよ。どうして諦められるんですか。まゆりちゃんが亡くなって悲しくないんですか。
Rintaro stopped being sad for Mayuri's death several world lines ago.
とにかく方法はないんだ。
嫌です。僕はまゆりちゃんに死んでほしくない。
Sadly, the world line has other ideas.
ルカ子
It does not care for what we want. I grab her shoulders and look her straight into her eyes.
俺がそう簡単に諦めたと思うか。あいつは俺にとっても大事な幼馴染だったんだ。諦められるわけがないだろ
う。Indeed. And we did do everything and anything in our power to try and save her.
考えたさ。死ぬほど考えて、もがいて、もがいて、どんな手を使ってでも助けようとしたさ。時間だったが無理だった。世界はあいつの死を望んだ。俺がどれだけそれを回避しようとしても、そんな俺を嘲笑うかのように世界はマユリを奪っていった。
There might be a way, there is a way, but we're not going to find it. Not here and not now.
マユリを助けるために、他の人間の思いだって犠牲にした。傷つけてでもマユリを助けるために俺はやってきた。
The selfless and yet entirely selfish aim.
だがそれも限界だ。
But at this point in time, Rintaro's had enough. He's tired of throwing himself against that brick wall.
もう無理なんだ。
No, there is something I can do. There are still things I can do to save Mayuri. But I choose none of them. Theoretically, it's not impossible. But it is impossible for me.
ごめんなさい。
Because Rintaro Okabe is just a normal human being.
僕、岡部さんの気持ち、ちっとも考えてます。だけど、無理なはずないですよ。もう一つだけ方法が。僕が 男に戻れば。
As I've just explained countless times now, you don't technically turn back into a guy because existentially, at this point in time, you were never a guy to begin with.
それはダメだ。
There's no meaning to our choice if we do that. I chose Rukiko over Mayuri. Ultimately, that's all there is to it.
お願いします、岡部さん。僕、まゆりちゃんを犠牲にしてまで女でいたくないです。
I think you'd be right about that.
まゆりちゃんを助けてあげて。
俺はお前を男には戻さない。
And yet Rintaro is firm in his resolve.
どうしてですか？
俺がそれを選んだんだ。もうこれ以上俺のエゴのために誰かを傷つけることはできない。
And yet, ironically of all things, that's exactly what we've done to Mayuri in this instance.
それに元の世界線に戻ったところでマユリの死を回避できるかどうかは絶対じゃないんだ。
Again, maybe, maybe not.
俺はその低い確率のために誰かの思いを、お前の思いを犠牲にはできない。だからもういいんだ。
In other words, for Rintaro Okabe, is enough is enough.
岡部さん。でもこんなの許されないです。
Indeed it is.
僕は僕という存在に耐えられないんです。僕が女の子であるということがまゆりちゃんの死の上に成り立ってるなんてこと、これから一生受け止めて生きていくなんてこと、そのことが重すぎて押しつぶされちゃいそうなんです。ねえ、どうしてあの時18年前のお母さんのポケベルにメールを送ってくれなかったんですか？
I would like to say for your sake, but that would be entirely too selfish.
どうしてまゆりちゃんじゃなくて僕なんかを選んでくれたんですか？
お前は何も負い目を感じることはない。すべては俺の選択だ。
That much is the truth.
マユリを殺したのは俺なんだ。
And as Kurisu said, it is time to
罪
accept
は俺が
that
全て
fact.
かぶる。
I am the one with the power of a god. I am the one who chose Mayuri's fate. Therefore, I am the one who must bear the responsibility.
それにお前にも幸せになってほしいって。
Well, we failed in that regard.
幸せになんてなれるはずないじゃないですか。まゆりちゃんが死んだのは僕のせいでもあるのに。
Not just because of you, Ruka.
お前のせいじゃない。何度も言わせないでくれ。今は悲しいかもしれないが、お前にはマユリの分まで前を見て 生きていってほしいんだ。
In other words, our road stops here.
そんなの嫌です。
Rokugo clings to my chest. She stares into my eyes without wiping away her tears.
僕はそれなら岡部さんと一緒に背負いたいです。
一緒に背負う。何をバカな。俺は因果の輪から外れた人間だし、マユリを見殺しにする選択をした人間で、
We did.
それなら僕だって因果の輪からは外れます。僕の記憶の中に男だった時の思い出が蘇ってきている時点でもう外れかけているんですよ。
As I've explained before, you may have regained the experience of your male counterpart, but you were never him to begin with.
マユリちゃんの命と引き換えに僕が女として生きているんだっていうことも知っちゃっているわけですし。
I have no words to say to that.
僕たち共犯者なんですよ。
Indeed we are, accomplices to the end. Kurisu said the same thing. We're accomplices, Rukugo and I.
この悲しみもこの負い目も二人で忘れずに抱いていきたいです。
I don't think we'll ever forget Ruka. We are disconnected from causality. No one else can understand us. That's why.
ああ、分かったよ。
Embrace Rukugo strongly.
一緒に背負ってくれ。一緒にこの思いを忘れずに
In other words, Rintaro has chosen Ruka over Mayuri.
ずっとそばにいてもいいですか？僕岡部さんのこと好きだから。
That has not changed.
マユリちゃんへの裏切りかもしれないけどずっと一緒にいたいんです。
Even after all this, Ruka wants to be by Rintaro Okabe's side.
もちろんだ。
We both bear the same burden. I'll accept Mayuri's death, yet still live on, shoulder to shoulder. Afterwards we pass the time, sitting in silence until the sky turns the color of dusk. Rukugo rests her head on my shoulder. I embrace her and feel her breathing next to me. We gaze silently at the sky, and in our hearts we pray for Mayuri's happiness in the afterlife. I'm sorry, Mayuri. I'm sorry, that's all we can say.
ねえ岡部さん。
Rukugo raises her head and breaks the silence. I can see firm resolve in her expression.
僕マユリちゃんにどうしても一つだけやり残したことがあるんです。
And pray tell, what would that be?
そのせいでマユリちゃんに悲しい思いをさせちゃいました。
I think I can suspect.
やり残したこと。
コスプレです。
Now there is a truly tragic irony. The fact that it took the death of Mayuri to make Luka Urushibara finally take up cosplaying. Oh, that. These last few weeks, Mayuri was constantly asking Rukuko to wear the costumes she made for her. But Rukuko was too embarrassed to try. I remember Mayuri on the day she died.
ルカちゃんがキラリちゃんのコスプレしたらね、絶対似合うと思うんだ。
Actually, I think on the world line where the male Rukuko was the moment where you actually made him dress up as Karari in that pink costume. Making an awkward situation even more worse.
ルカちゃんってね、マユシーがドキドキしちゃうぐらい可愛いもん。
It was the same on the other world line too.
ルカちゃんって普段おとなしいでしょ。あんまり自分の意見も言おうとしないし。
I thought you called her a very quiet girl beforehand.
コスプレするとね、普段の自分とは別の自分になれるんだよ。
Except of course, Ho in Kiyoma is not cosplay
だからね、
as such.
最初は恥ずかしいかもしれないけど、ルカちゃんも一度やればきっと新しいルカちゃんを見つけられると思うんだ。そしたらね、今より積極的な性格になってね、もしかするとオカリンをお尻に敷いちゃうかもしれないよ。
And sadly, you will not be around to see that happen, Mayuri. Even on that day, Mayuri only talked about Rukuko. Even though I stood her up on my promise to bring Rukuko to Komima and made her lonely. Mayuri wanted Rukuko to cosplay from the bottom of her heart.
時間を遡る装置を使ってあの日に戻れませんか？
戻るってお前が？
It can, but Rukuko nods firmly.
本気なのか？
Nobody's used the time leap machine except me. It's never failed so far, but if something does happen, it might not be reversible. CERN's test subjects turned into jellymen. Something like that could happen to her, or she could lose her memory like Suzuha did. Since she's not being physically sent back through time, I doubt she would turn into a jellyman.
危険すぎる。あれは俺以外には使わせられない。
And we actually don't know what will happen to us if somebody else does use the time leap machine.
お願いします。せめて最後にまゆりちゃんに笑顔でいてもらいたいんです。
I think I see where you're going with this, Ruka.
僕まゆりちゃんに何もしてあげられなかったから。
だがお前はああいう場所に来るオタクのことが苦手だったはずだ。
確かにちょっと怖いです。でもそんなこと言ってられないです。
Seems that Ruka has finally made up her mind.
それに僕は岡部さんと本当に同じになりたい。その装置を使えば因果の輪から完全に外れてしまうんですよね。それで岡部さんと同じ気持ちを背負えます。
a very roundabout way of doing things.
だから
Her innocent feelings warm my heart. Rukugo truly cares for me and Mayuri. In the end, I have to grant her wish. When we get back to the lab, there is no one there. Just a few days ago, Mayuri, Kurisu, Daru and I were laughing here together. With Mayuri gone, nothing seems to remain from those days but dreams. The lab feels truly empty without Mayushi. But I hide those feelings and lead Rukugo to the development room. Luckily, the 42-inch CRT is turned on downstairs, so we can start the time leap when ready.
飛び先はいつに？
あの日の朝に
Are you talking about the first day of Kamima?
前日に飛んだりするときっと僕は現実を受け止めることができなくて動揺しちゃうと思うんです。
Probably not.
だから
So she's choosing the morning of that fateful day, so she can cosplay with a smile. But to jump to that day would take at least 3 consecutive leaps. Will she be able to get all the way to the 15th? But despite my worries, Rukugo's remains undaunted. I think that's meant to say Rukugo remains undaunted.
無事に飛んだら俺に連絡を取るんだ。そうしたらきっと俺はお前を真由里のところに連れて行ってやる。
はい。
This is the first time that somebody else other than Rintaro has gone back in time. I cover Rukugo's head with the time leap machine's headgear. Her body is clearly shaking. But that's understandable, I guess. Even I'm starting to get tense. My heart feels like it's about to explode. This is the first time the leap machine experiment with a subject other than me. I can't stop thinking about the worst case scenario.
心配するな。脳が少し痛むぐらいだがすぐ収まる。
The very least we can do is tell her what happens after the time leap.
はい。
向こうについても決して取り乱すなよ。落ち着いて状況を理解するんだ。大丈夫。俺がついている。
I gently caress Rukugo's cheek. She responds with a small sigh of relief.
じゃあ行きます。
It seems that after all this time, Luka Urushibara has finally obtained a modicum of self-confidence. I nod and hide the shaking of my fingertips as I set the microwave timer.
きっと戻ってきますから。
They'll certainly be waiting.
ああ、待っているぞ。
I smile to Rukugo. Immediately afterwards, the discharge fills the room. I open my eyes wide in wonder as Rukugo's body begins to shine. The building shakes violently. The machine charges up, and the smell of ozone fills the air. The light is blinding. I can hardly keep my eyes open.
岡部さん。
Rukugo's cry is suddenly cut short. A shock ripples through my body, like it always does right after time leaping.
ここは
Huh. Well, this is a different, entirely different circumstance, because on the one hand, reading Steiner didn't kick in, which means that the divergence of the world line hasn't necessarily changed, and yet somehow we're still we've been moved from the lab to the shrine. So I wonder if reading Steiner has allowed us to retain our memories even with the time leap machine. This time I wasn't the one who leaped. But nevertheless, I teleported from the lab to Yanabayashi's shrine. Well, it looks like we've still retained our memories, so did the world line change? Doesn't seem like that aspect of reading Steiner happened. No, reading Steiner didn't activate, so I don't think it did, and yet we still have our memories. Then why? Was it because of Rukugo's changes to the past? The fact that we remember that much, my theory is entirely correct. I look to the side, and there I see Rukugo. So even if somebody else uses the time leap machine, Rintaro will still retain the memories of the events prior to that point, even though everyone else's memories are essentially still rewritten. That's actually an interesting outcome, to say the least, but for now, she gets up and smiles once she notices my gaze.
写真見ますか？
写真
What's this about pictures?
行ってきたんですよ。僕覚えてないんですか？岡部さん。急に様子が変わりましたけど。
お前が過去へ飛んでその直後に俺がここに立っている。
Somehow.
小見間には行ってきたのか？
Well, the fact that she has pictures probably means that yes. Rukugo once again bursts into tears. Then she slowly nods. She takes out a few pictures and hands them to me.
まゆりちゃん、とても嬉しそうでした。
And yet she still dies, unfortunately. I look at the first picture handed to me. I gasp in surprise when I see what's on it.
俺もお前もはしゃぎすぎだよな。
I realize that I'm crying. In the picture, Mayuri is smiling, and behind her is Rintaro Okabe dressed in the guise of Ho and Kiyoma as usual, and Luka Urushibara dressed as Kurari from Rainet, holding the plushy Upa. And we're smiling with her. And there are several other photos as well. And that music, Another Heaven, means that the end credits are now going to roll as the photos fade to, not quite fade to black. But that was Luka Urushibara's ending. A somewhat traumatic ending, to be sure. And yet we learned something rather surprising about the time leap machine, and that no matter who uses it, Rintaro will still have his memories. Almost as if, kind of similar to when a D-mail is sent. I say this because clearly Rintaro has absolutely no memories of being in the photo, but apparently he was. And now everything fades to black. But he still retained memories of before Rukiko Time went, which is definitely an interesting phenomenon. I wonder how reading Steiner will have affected that. But this is the future that Rintaro has chosen. A future with Luka Urushibara as a girl, as a woman. Existentially. Even if the price of that was the life of Mayuri, the one that he has fought so long to save. That was the third ending of the visual novel Steins Gate. And a photo or an image of Rintaro and Ruka both holding an infant. Link of corruption and rebirth completed. That was Ruka's ending. Saving system data. So that was the third ending, the third alternative ending of Steins Gate. And when we return, adventurers, I shall show you the fourth, final alternative ending of Steins Gate. As always, until next we meet.